Hey, it's Weston Peick here, number 34, and I ride for JGR Auto Trader Suzuki. And we're going to do one lap of Budds Creek.
How about starts here?
The starts here actually kind of play in my favor because it's a short start. You kind of almost can ring it out all the way to the first turn in second gear. So I enjoy the start. It just gets a little hairy in that first left-hand turn, so you got to always make sure you're kind of either right in the right spot ahead or a little bit back to where you can almost cut underneath everybody else and pinch them off. So
one of the trickiest sections, at least from my side of the fence, is that whole roller section before the finish line.
Yeah, that section it's usually a little more trickier, but this year they actually it's the same kind of setup, but they made less rollers, and now you can almost square it up better and pretty much single once and then double all the way down the hill. Where before it was like it seemed like there was 2 or 3 more rollers, and you kind of almost had to. It was more of a slower rhythm, where now it's kind of you're more committed, double gone down the hill, where before it was more of a slap roll kind of go through thing.
Anything new out there on the track this year?
Actually, there is a new section this year. It's right when we pass the finish line and go down that little canyon back up the hill. It doesn't hook a quick left anymore. They kind of made a new little chicane straightaway, and then it switches back to that left off-camera section. So there's one little new spot this year.
What do you like about this place?
Budds Creek is it's definitely a one-of-a-kind track. It has a lot of off-camber, so you got to be really patient. So it's kind of a patient game and not overdo your marks. But you know, Budds Creek's had a lot of history, and you know, I've had a lot of good results here, and it's kind of one of those fun tracks where it's a little bit of both. You got big jumps and a lot of ruts and a rough track. So
best section for you?
I'd say favorite sections probably that whole past finish line, you know, off-camera chicane, up, down, that kind of has a really good flow to it. So there's, like I said, there's a lot of off-camera, so you kind of got to be real patient. So,
what do you like least here?
Probably my least favorite is, as much as I say I like off-camera, but there's one off-camera turn where it's that super tight off-camera. There's one out there where it's almost like when they rip it deep, it's impossible to get through it. That's probably my least favorite part of the track, because you're really almost in first gear practically, just trying to get through that rut to get back up the hill to another off-camber left. So that's probably one of the trickiest parts.
And that it seems like that section changes a ton throughout the day.
Yeah, it's like almost every other lap it gets deeper, a hook, then the rut is gone, then a new rut forms. So there's always so much going on in that particular turn. So
is this the last race that we see you at this year?
Yes, unfortunately, this is my last race. I kind of made the call earlier in the season that I might be missing the last 2 or the last race, but we kind of had some injuries with our riders, and yeah, we say injuries, and I've had one all year, but yeah, this will be my last race. Unfortunately, like I said, my hands really bother me. I got to get it fixed, and getting a head start on it will help me out for my off-season races. So this is it for me, and kind of I'm fine with that. So.
All season long, I've been watching you shake your hands out over jumps, so it looks like some numbness.
Yeah, it's been a tough season for outdoors. Supercross I could manage it, but outdoors with just so much more pushing, pulling, braking bumps, longer motos, it really just put myself in a spot where I kind of had to just ride to my ability of as fast as I could go without blowing myself out for the rest of the moto. So I'm just kind of playing that consistency game of like, I get halfway through the moto and I'm like, yeah, I can't really hold on, so I kind of got to back it off and just do what I got to do. So, you know, obviously it was a decision of going 3 races back to back, and it being Unadilla, Budds Creek, Indiana. They're pretty much 3 of some of the roughest tracks, and doing that back to back with my messed up hand, the smartest decision was to get through 2 of them and then take the last one off, and that was pretty much it. So.
Good luck this weekend. Good luck with the surgery, and we'll see you come Supercross time.
Yeah, back and ready for Supercross. So.